Robbie Lyle's eating good.
Is he?
He's bro.
He's shout to Robbie. He's trying to get his health thing, you know.
Bro,
Slimming down and
he's eating good, bro. His DR Sports and AFTV are breaking bread. And I go from that to say, there's a moment in life where you realize that beef isn't even about money. It's about silence.
Right.
About how people move once the relationship changes. Recently, Troopz opened up about his feelings, saying that he was hurt after leaving AFTV on a new show called Branching Out with Matisse. Shout out to Matisse, Chelsea fan, but we all don't choose our teams. And it's got us thinking about when business ends, what do people owe each other?
Right.
How do you feel about the situation? And do you think that Robbie owes Troopz based on what Troopz has been saying?
Well, I'd prefer not to speak on this because I've not heard Robbie's response. All I've heard so far is Troopz. And from what I can see, I've seen one person who was part of something that they contributed to. Yeah. They contributed to a platform. It wasn't theirs, but they contributed to a platform to the point where, you could say at points you were something that drew people to come and check out what was going on. But then I also saw that you were the bird that flew the cuckoo nest. Yeah,
went to Barstool.
You went to Barstool in America. For some reason that didn't work out.
Yep.
And you're back here now.
Yep.
I don't recall at any time there was any collaborations going on between Barstool and AFTV. Like, if I have a platform and Jojo's on there as a guest, and then because of my platform he pops, fantastic. Yeah. That's the whole point of having a platform, is to showcase talent and for that talent to flourish and go do their own thing.
Right.
But I'd also like to know that once you found your feet on that new platform and you're popping off, you would then reach back and go, yo, Frex.
Yeah.
I want to do a collaboration where every 2 months we collaborate and do something. Yeah, so that's my way of saying thank you. I'm not putting bread directly in your hand, but I'm helping to try and bring more traffic to you. That's obviously going to improve the situation.
So do you think in Troopz' story, and I don't want to victimize Troopz, and I don't want to berate Robbie because I don't know their business. So this is only a conversation on business and friendship, right? The question I wanted to ask you is, did Troopz leave out information with regards to his relationship with Robbie? When he left
anytime we're giving a narrative, our narrative is always going to paint us in the best picture.
Right.
Now, if your narrative is just known by you you could paint yourself as the biggest victim in a scenario.
Facts.
That's why I'm saying we need to hear from man like Robbie.
Robbie did do an interview, but when he did his interview, he didn't really mention that situation.
So then he doesn't care. He doesn't care. So you got to take that for what it is. He doesn't care, bro. My thing is cooking. My thing is hot as fish grease right now. I don't care for Little Man.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's keep it real. Yeah. If my man had a platform that was popping as much as Robbie's thing, do you think man has time to sit down and do a 1-to-1 like you're on the Maury Povich show trying to find out if you're the father of the child? What we doing, bro?
He said he feels betrayed because when he went to Barstool and he moved out there, he still had conversations with Robbie where they had a friendship. He said he even lost like 10 grand because he went to stand next to Robbie and he missed out on bread. And
hold up.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Because I stood next to
because Robbie was going through a certain controversy. Okay. And Troopz said he went, instead of getting that 10 grand, he went to move with Robbie and support him, and he doesn't feel like he got the same support from Robbie when he got back from America.
Okay,
that's his thing. Okay, and he was like, Robbie was at my wedding, and that was during COVID, and I could only have certain numbers, and.
Yeah, but you made an executive decision to invite Robbie. Yeah. No one put a gun to you to say you got to invite Robbie. No, but real talk, I don't like things like that. I don't like things like that where it's like you did a thing at the time because it felt good.
Yeah.
And then years down the line, because you two may have stop communicating, whatever. All of a sudden, now you're reflecting on that good thing you felt to do at that time.
Yeah.
Like, oh well, you're making a big no, don't play. Nah, bro, you're not getting a sympathy vote for that one. I'm sorry. For the other things,
yeah,
I might listen to that, but for that, you made an executive decision.
When I was listening to the conversation, it was intriguing because you know when people say things but don't say things.
Yeah.
And there was a part of the conversation where Troopz was saying, basically, Robbie said, "Listen, you got to kind of calm it down a little bit with the swearing and the profanity and the blah blah blah," and he kind of felt some type of way about that. But Robbie was like, "Listen, I'm stepping up," and I can understand. Robbie's going down the professional lane, and let's face it. When AFTV started to where it is now, it's a completely different format in terms of
it's the good old days.
Yeah, in terms of the raw, off the cuff stuff to now, it's a little bit more refined. So I say that to say Troopz is quite. He's a straight-laced Donny.
Yeah,
he says what he says. He says what he says.
Yeah,
and which I respect.
Emotions are high after a game, especially if you lost.
Yeah,
I get it. And I'm one of those who used to check in. It's like if I don't see Troopz in there, I don't want to hear it because I know he was going to crash out, and that crash out was just hilarious.
Monumental crash outs.
But also the thing is though is that when someone cares for you, and I'm saying this in regards to the whole. He wasn't checking for me. Yeah. When someone cares for you, they will point out when you're making a mistake. And they will point it out to you early so it gives you time to navigate fix up. And fix it. So when the next thing happens, you're ready, good to go. Yeah. From what you're saying, Robbie was telling you, without, as you said, he was saying in that interview a lot of things without saying things. He was telling you, he was giving you the play without giving it to you black and white. Yo, you need to calm down. Moving forward. And that was probably Robbie's way of saying, without putting his business out there because he didn't want to jinx it, yo, I'm on the cusp of inking something good. Yeah. If you just calm down from now.
Yeah, we can break bread. Yeah. And I respect the professional side of things. Troopz can still be that person who airs out his grievances with regard to his team and be entertaining at the same time and be real without the top profanity and the rawness of it.
I made the exact decision. I'm not going to swear on this pod.
Yeah.
And I like to think I've done a good job so far.
Yeah.
There will be a day I'm going to crash out. And it's all just going to let rip. But if you have a way with words, you shouldn't need to have to swear. Yeah. And again, sometimes it got to a point where it felt like the crash outs were being done because they knew it was getting the clicks
and views.
And it didn't feel genuine as, do you know what I'm saying? So everyone, my thing is this, if I've invited you to my wedding and you're there at my wedding, I know I've got your number to call you. Or I know there's someone who could be the mediator to be like, yo, Frex, Joe wants to link up. I think you man should link up here. I'll be like, all right, tell Joe, I said I'll link him up at this time. Let's go. We should be able to sit down as someone that's been to my wedding. Yeah. That's meant to be one of the highlights of your life. That's meant to be one of the getting married.
That's a fact.
We should be able to sit down and chop it up and say, I'm wrong for doing this and you're wrong for doing this. And then we should leave starting fresh in a way of like, we know where we stand and this is what we're going to do moving forward, going ahead.
I think to summarize, and you can tell me what you think about it, I think there's a lot of pride in the situation.
Of course.
Two proud people.
Yeah.
Is also a misunderstanding when it comes to business and friendship.
Yeah, but
they've never mixed.
It's not show friends, bro. It's show business.
Yeah.
You don't get what you want. You get what you negotiate.
Yeah. And
put it in paper.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, he was saying on the episode that Robbie did offer him shows like come and do this, come and do that, and then it was like he didn't hear from Robbie again.
Right, but then here's when we're going to play Angel's Advocate.
Go for
it. When Robbie was giving you those little side missions, was it when you was at Barstool?
That was when he got back. Because when he got back, he didn't reach out to Robbie because he felt like, because I ain't got Barstool and I reach out to Robbie, it's like I'm breading.
Right, but then so that makes me question what type of communication and dialogue you was having with him when you was on Barstool when things was looking rosy. You know what I'm saying? Again, let's put the full story out there because it sounds like we're missing little pieces of what
that's
you
why,
did to contribute.
That's why I said at the beginning, the silence sometimes is deadly. Like Robbie not saying nothing is actually him saying a lot. Like,
I'm gonna shoot Robbie some bell, and I'm going to shoot Troopz some bell. Because I like to play both sides like they ain't Africa and things like this. I think Robbie was rooting for Troopz to make it.
Yes.
I think Robbie got to a point where it's like, this guy's bringing clicks and likes and whatever to my page.
Yes.
This guy's a commodity to my thing.
Yeah.
I want this guy to do well. And if this guy can do well while still being in the loop of what I'm doing over here, it's a win-win.
Right.
I think Troopz always wanted to do his own thing.
Yeah.
When he realized, hold on a minute, I think I'm becoming a bit of an online personality
here.
And then, rightfully so,
Barstool made moves.
Reached out to him.
Right.
Barstool's a big deal.
Right.
You got $1 million worth of game on there. There's a whole bunch of things in there. Barstool reaches out to him. Who's not going to take a job opportunity that means they can relocate and they're going to America?
Yeah.
So I respect Troopz.
His ambition.
I respect that he's an ambitious brother.
But are you going to go on to say the nigger shit is going to let him down?
However, I feel like we're building a Lego and a model and you're missing, you're hiding some pieces from us and we're looking for these pieces. Because I feel like Robbie would have kept in contact. Like, yo, bro, how you settling in? I would, and this is not a breading thing, but I believe Robbie would have even said to him, yo, once you've got your feet settled in and all that, do you want to collab and run it back? I'm sure
there must have been.
Let's see what the Americans are saying about us.
Because you could have. There were so many things that you could have done while you was in America.
Simple
to relate back. Because even in the conversation, Troopz said he will always be an AFTV advocate.
Right.
So it's like, that's where you came from, and you always represent that. So it's like, I think when business gets involved in situations, friendships get there's a what do you call it? There's a
it's like mixing oil and water.
There's a
it gets confusing and it starts getting mixed up.
It gets mixed up.
But I think you have to speak to me in a business tone as you can't step to me and be like, yo, Frex, here's the thing, my brother. Yo, Spotify is saying they want us to be exclusively with them, and the bag is such X amount. We're not going to put a number out there because I don't want them to think that's how much they can get us for. Step it up.
Yeah.
You can't talk to me like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the office. We're going to let them know what's what. We're going to run up the bag as much as possible. And then that's not you're not talking to me as a business partner. You're talking to me as man them on road. Brethren.
Yeah.
Now, if you say to me, yo, Frex, here's what's happening. Someone from Spotify has sent a DM to the Drizzy and Morgan Show podcast. Just letting you guys know how to contact us. And they've sent a DM and said, look, we've come across your content. We like your content. We'd like to see where we could do some business.
Of course.
Moving forward.
Right.
You say to me, look, bro, when are you free? We need to sit down and we need to be crystal clear on a united front of what we want from them in order for us to say yes to what they're proposing.
Yeah.
We have a conversation. We both agree a time to go there. We walk in, chest out, and none of us will shake. If they say, oh, we want to offer you this, we don't shake because we know we've already had a pre-convo and we know we're not saying yes to anything unless it ticks off the things that... There's always some things that are negotiable, but there are a lot of things that should be non-negotiable. I don't think them man were talking to each other like business partners. They was talking to each other
like brethren.
Yeah. And if you're talking to me like a brethren, then I will handle the situation
we're brethren.
like a brethren. You know what I'm saying?
But he aired him out. Robbie aired him out, though.
Did he?
Yeah, didn't answer calls and didn't read messages.
Do we know that for a fact?
Yeah, I don't. That's
his story.
That's his story.
Yeah, that's his ghetto story.
Yeah.
We need the ghetto story part 2.
Yeah. We do need Robbie's side.
Yes,
but I don't know if Robbie's gonna ever say anything on it because I think Robbie is gonna protect his interests.
Of course,
and I think if Robbie puts his side out, it's gonna be a madness.
Are you team Robbie or you team?
Yeah, but the fact remains is that a lot of people, like for example. Expressions and a few other people still have shows with Robbie and still they're trying to get them to talk. So if Robbie did something bad, then I doubt certain man would still fuck with Robbie like that. So I think it's just a miscommunication, misunderstanding. Things were said behind the scenes. Robbie's got a business to run and he's keeping it moving. And Troopz is super proud. Maybe.
Yeah, he's super proud, and he's entitled to be super proud.
Yeah.
But like I said at the beginning, Robbie's busy.
Yeah.
Robbie's got things.
Booked and busy, man.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I feel you.
So Robbie can, sometimes silence is the biggest answer. It's like, I don't care, or you're chatting shit, or you know what? I don't want to speak on this now because you're trying to dictate the narrative and trying to get man to pop out and talk.
Yeah.
I'll talk when I'm ready to talk and when I'm comfortable to talk, when it will benefit me.
Yeah.
But right now, Robbie's stressing the little hair he's got on his head about whether Arsenal going to complete the job or not.
Yeah,
he ain't worrying about that, bro.
Yeah, you man put them in a spliff the other day. Still, that was a game.
I mean, you know, we beat a big team, we beat a small team.
That was a good game.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
But like, yo, man, it's not show friends, it's show business.
Facts.
It's not what you think you should be getting, it's what you negotiate. Once you learn that, you'll be good to go.